We used to hear a lot about Gaza safe zones. Remember them? As the name suggests, they're the areas the Israeli military designated as safe for civilians as it waged war against Hamas and other areas. But the reality was very different. And now the areas Israel called humanitarian zones have gone missing altogether. So what's happened? Well, the Israeli military won't comment. But what we do know is that since Israel resumed its war on Gaza on March 18, the safe zones have disappeared from the military's publicly issued maps, and military leaders no longer mention them. Have a look at this. This is an evacuation map from January, issued just before the ceasefire took effect on the 19th. You can see this strip in yellow is Mawasi, along the Gaza coast. That's been the main so-called safe zone for much of this war. But here's the latest evacuation map. And it's no longer listed as a safe zone. Nowhere is. Just a reminder though, that regardless of its status on paper, Mawasi has been bombed at least 20 times in the past month, and many times before that. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians are sheltering there as Israel cuts off more and more of Gaza. Israel says it now controls 30% of Gaza, but the UN estimates that 70% of the tiny territory is now under either an evacuation order or is a no-go zone. This map shows how it controls Gaza. The area in white is now a security buffer zone. The military has also recently carved out another band of control called the Morag Corridor. It's intended to separate Khan Yunis and Rafah. That adds to the Netzarim Corridor, which split Gaza in two, and the Philadelphia Corridor along the border with Egypt. And here's the thing, Defense Minister Israel Katz says his troops won't leave those areas even if there's a deal to end the war. And with no more humanitarian zones, Israel seems to have verified what Palestinians in Gaza have been saying all along. Nowhere is safe.